Hello everyone and welcome back to the RA Visuals YouTube channel, where you'll always find high quality visuals and high quality tech. In today's tech adventure, we're going to go on a little journey together. A brand new journey, even for me, because today I'll finally be unboxing and showcasing a pre-built gaming PC. What? I know, we usually always build PCs on this channel, like from scratch. But I know some of you out there that just prefer to get gaming as fast as possible, and a pre-built PC is certainly a way to do that. So let's hop into the pre-built PC experience and see if it's worth your money. Right after I tell you about our sponsor and give you another way to spend your money.
VIP URCD Key has you covered with fully licensed codes to activate your favorite games and software. Purchasing your key is super easy. All you have to do is click on the item that you want, click buy to add it to your cart. Once in your cart, you can now enter my promo code RAV20. After adding the promo code, you'll see your savings pop up, and you can then purchase your product with your chosen payment method. Finding and entering your Windows 10 CD key is super easy. All you have to do is go over to your user profile, find your purchase, and click View Keys and Codes to reveal your new CD key. Then all you have to do is go to Settings in Windows, click on Update and Security, click on Activation, and finally click on Change Product Key and paste your new key into the window and click Next. You'll now have a fully licensed version of Windows 10 with no watermark. Check the links in the description to start saving now.
Alright, let's get started with the unboxing experience of the CLX gaming PC. So the first thing, it arrives at your door, of course, and inside the box you'll find a bunch of really nice packing foam as I unpack it here. It's like a box within a box type situation, but you have these really nice foam inserts on the corners to protect everything in shipping, and then as you open the main box, you'll see that there's even more foam on top to make sure that absolutely nothing happens to your brand new PC. And then you'll also find in the box that they put a nice little insert in there that lets you know to remove the foam from the inside of the PC that protects the graphics card and gives you the numbers of technical support in case you have any questions. And then, of course, lifting out the PC of the box, you'll see that there's even more foam on the bottom to make sure everything's okay. And lastly, in the bottom of the box, you'll see the accessories box that includes your quick start guide, which you'll need, so set that aside, and all of your necessary extra cables, including your power cable for your PC, so make sure you pull that out and use that too. But all the cool stuff that comes with your motherboard or, your RGB fans, it'll all be found in here. So for me personally, the unboxing experience is probably about as good as it can get.
Alright, to start this off, CLX, formerly Cybertron, you guys may know that name, have sent over an absolute beast of a gaming PC they call the Scarab for us to check out today. They do kind of like an Egyptian theme with their PCs. Let's go ahead and run through their website real quick and go check out their online configurator, because I know that's where all of you are going to start from, and let's see how good it is for maybe new people coming to try to build a system.
So if you have no idea about gaming PCs and you just want to get something, you may end up at this page right here, which is their ready to ship gaming PCs. These are ones they already have built, ready to go, in stock on the shelf, and you can basically just add it to cart, add any add-ons you want, take things away, whatever, and ship it right to your house with no extra weight for them to build your custom PC. There's a lot of different filters you can use, guys. You can price it low to high to low, all that kind of stuff. The coolest thing about this is you can actually pick the game that you want to play, and you can pick which resolution as well. And it basically will say if it doesn't score above 120 FPS, it'll take that system away and give you one that will achieve 120 FPS based on their testing. So I think they actually use 3D Mark in their testing and whatnot, and we'll do that with the system back here to confirm a couple of the numbers that they show. So like you can basically say, look, I want to play Fortnite, I want to play it at 1440p 120 FPS, and so it shows you all the systems right here that can achieve that number. So obviously for that you're gonna have a high-end system, but I mean if you take it back down to 1080p, you'll see that you'll have some different systems right here, and just deselect the game, you got all sorts of different prices. So say you wanted you want to find the lowest price PC they got right here, there's their set right there that starts at $749. You can do that, and then again you got the price range filter, you can do it by processor, graphics card, all sorts of stuff. So if you guys have no idea what you're doing, it's very, very easy to use. But if you do know what you want to do and you're looking to customize your own PC, you can go ahead and do this. You can go right up to either one of their starter PCs, which is one of their, their different branded ones right here. You can compare them to and see which one is good for you, or you can go to the customizable right here, click this, and then you can basically start with one of these systems that you pick right here, and then you basically just click customize it. So let's start with just the bottom PC right here. Let's just go ahead and customize one of these. And so when you get to the configurator right here, you'll see there is a ton of different things you can do. Like you can change to any one of these chassis right here. There's a whole bunch of them. It's very intuitive. It shows you a picture, it shows you the name of it, and it shows you how much more it's going to cost you. And of course, up here on the ticker, it'll add up your total and everything like that. And a really cool thing that they have right here, you see this number right here? As you add different components that may change those numbers based on their testing, you'll see, so like look, right now this PC, it does not have a graphics card. This is using the, I believe it's using, yeah, the 5600G, so it's using the integrated graphics on that chip. So if you want to have a graphics card, a dedicated graphics card, what you need to do right here is go to Core Components, go to Graphics Card, and then we can select a graphics card. Again, it'll just tell us how much money that it'll end up costing us in the end right here. So this is actually a cool thing right here. You can actually see how much one of these cards will actually cost you completely, because there's no graphics card in the system right now. So like, say we wanted to get a 3060 right here, it's going to cost us, looks like $538. I don't know if that's the best price you can find, but that's what they have it listed as. So let's go ahead and add one of those real quick. And then as you see right there, it already shows us our different numbers for 1080p and 1440p. And you can already see what kind of, kind of FPS you're gonna get in Fortnite, and then your time spy number right there. So it's very, very awesome, you guys. You can swap things in and out, whatever you want, take things away, save yourself some money, or just go absolutely bananas and get whatever you want. So with that in mind, let's take a look at the system they sent us, and let me give you a couple thoughts on it real quick.
So it said just pull the foam out, and then there we go. Let's go ahead and just get it out. Let's make sure we don't damage anything. I think it's just, yeah, there you go. It's formed to the system, so we should be good. Just putting it to the side there. And there is our system in all its glory. My God, that thing looks awesome. I already got to say right away, though, cable management, all that kind of stuff, looks really, really good, CLX. Very, very, very nice. Let's go ahead and pop this thing off real quick, and let's see what they do back here. So, get that out of the way. Wow. Super clean looking. I mean, this case, honestly, it lends itself to be able to do that, because you can basically hide all the cables behind this guy right here. Every one of the cables are all tucked in through this. So they didn't really have to do too much work with cable management on this system, I can already tell. Everything is, very nicely wire tied. It's all tucked very neatly to where it should be. But because this case is what it is, you basically, all they had to do is tuck everything into it. So yeah. Easy job for them, but hey, either way, it looks good. You're never gonna see it, but nice either way. But something that I really appreciated was the fact that they do show you perfectly how to connect your monitor to your system. This is something that I get asked about all the time, and it's like one of the first computer owner fails that somebody always does. They turn their computer on and nothing happens. And it's typically because you don't plug in your graphics card properly. So they teach you, if you have a graphics card present, go ahead and connect your HDMI, DisplayPort, whatever, to the graphics card. And they do sell systems without graphics cards, because Ryzen does have integrated graphics and whatnot. So they do list that in there, and they tell you, if you do not have a graphics card, connect it to your motherboard. So that was really cool to see. All right, and since I know I have everything connected properly, at least I think so, I'm gonna go ahead and reassemble it really quick. And then let's go ahead and flip that power switch and see if we did everything right. So even in their manual, it says to make sure you flip this switch properly. There we go. Let's see if we get anything on the motherboard initially. That's not a good sign. Okay, let's go ahead and press the power button and see if, maybe it just lights up that way. Woo! There we go. This really is a super stunning looking build right here. RGB out the wazoo, obviously. I mean, anyone's gonna like that. I did want to talk about the fan configuration. It looks like they did a pretty good job. So it looks like we got 3 pulling in air right here, 2 pulling in air right there, and then we got 4 exhausting. So not perfectly even, but close enough there. I think it'll be fine. And yeah, look at that. So it looks like they already preset the RGB as well to be this really, really cool, synthwave colorway, which a lot of people like these days. And as you can see inside the case right here, guys, it is super, super clean. So really happy with that.
Guys, this thing is not playing around. This PC is meant for, gaming to the max or editing, whatever you want to do with it. It's sporting the i9-12900KS, which I've not even tried that processor yet, so I'm excited about that. Of course, we got ourselves a 1 terabyte PCIe 4.0 NVMe SSD as the boot drive. Very nice to see that. They're taking advantage of the high speeds. They did not skimp out and give you a Gen 3 when this motherboard can clearly use a Gen 4 because it is using the ROG Strix Z690 gaming Wi-Fi, which right there, it does include Wi-Fi as well. And all the systems on this will tell you that too. They'll tell you, oh, this includes Wi-Fi, or you'll need a Wi-Fi adapter. So that's pretty cool too. For memory, this thing's got, I believe it has 32 gigs of, G.Skill DDR5. So running at 5600 megahertz. So that's pretty cool too. And then, you know, the pièce de la résistance, whatever you want to call it, it's got an RTX 3090, you guys. So this thing is not playing around at all.
Taking a look at the initial startup of the PC, you can see you just got a nice CLX background right here, and it looks very clean on the main screen right here with literally nothing on it except for the main programs and some drivers. The entire storage is completely clean and ready for you to do whatever you want with it. All I did next was go ahead and install the newest drivers for the 3090 and get to work installing some games.
All right, so guys, obviously this thing is a monster of a PC. It's got the hardware to play any game out there. You guys are not gonna have any issues with a system like this. Obviously, you got a 3090 and an i9 12900KS, okay? You're gonna play any game just fine at 1440p or 1080p, whatever, even at 4K if you want to, probably. But what I wanna know is if their numbers that they give you here on the website actually correspond to what you'll see in real life. So we got actually some 3D Mark numbers here. We got a Time Spy number. So first I want to go ahead and do a run of Time Spy and see if we get a number anywhere close to that. Oh, and real quick, since I thought about it, I did want to mention the fan noise. There are a lot of fans in this case, but guys, I'm running a test of Time Spy right now, doing a full benchmark. I literally can't hear anything. Super, super quiet. So this build has that going for it too. So very, very nice. All right, guys, and after a run of Time Spy right here, we actually exceeded the number they gave online. So what I'm looking at right here, maybe they're being a little more conservative with their numbers. I don't know, but either way, we got a score of over 20,000 in Time Spy. This is probably the highest number I've ever gotten when I've done a run of this, but yeah, pretty awesome. So, hey, that's better than they even said, so good on them for that. And next, you see right here, we got the Fortnite numbers. It says at 1080p, we should be getting 415 FPS, and at 1440p, which I play at, we get 155 FPS, which is great. That's still maxing out the refresh rate on my monitor. So what I want to do is I want to hop into Fortnite and see if we get anywhere near that number. All right, guys and gals, so here we are in good old Fortnite. We got everything going on right here with our settings. We got it all set up, unlimited frame rate, resolution set. The settings I'm going to go with, I'm just going to do high settings and then epic view distance, because of course that's what you got to do. We're running the DirectX 12. Hopefully we get a performance boost. I don't know. And then, VSync off, of course, motion blur off. And we're not going to run DLSS right now. And we'll see if this gets us anywhere close at 1440p to what they suggested in their numbers. All right, guys, so things are looking really good already. In the bus, we're getting way over like 240 FPS right now. So, I don't even care where we jump. I don't care where. Let's just go over here. Oh boy, what the hell was that? Get wrecked. Let's go. I don't even play this game. Woo-wee. Okay, well, I ended up getting killed in that game. No surprise there. But guys, yeah, it looks like you probably will get even higher FPS than they tell you in a game like this. So really awesome. I mean, I probably could have gone full epic settings and would have gotten what they were suggesting. So very nice. I like what they're telling you on that site. This is very cool. So let's move on to another game. Okay, Apex Legends is probably another game that's very popular among all you guys, and it looks like this system right here will absolutely demolish that game. It says 140 FPS. So let's go ahead and hop into some Apex Legends and see if that is actually true. Just like the last game, I went ahead and put on basically just it already defaulted to all high settings, so we're just gonna leave it there with, you know, texture, streaming budget, insane, all sorts of stuff like that, and we'll see what kind of FPS we get. Let's go ahead and hop into a game and see what happens here. All right, guys, so right now in the dropship, our FPS is absolutely locked at 144, which is maxing out the refresh rate, so that's pretty awesome. So let's see if it even drops a little bit here when we actually get out. All right, so right here in the front of the game, guys, or in the beginning of the game, we are absolutely locked in at 144 FPS, and it's not moving at all. So they said we'd get 140 FPS, and they were not lying. We're actually getting more once again. Cracked him. Told you guys I suck at that game, but either way, this game, once again, hits above what they said on their site, so there you go. Okay, and another game I want to test that is not on their site here, but is a game that I play a whole lot, and it's Escape from Tarkov. And this game is very, very highly GPU and CPU demanding, so it'll be a good test for this PC, as it is a monster, like I said. So let's see how we do in that game. All right, guys, here we are in good old Escape from Tarkov, and like I said, we have this set at high settings too, so I'm very curious to see what we get in this game, because like I said, this game is highly demanding on pretty much everything in your system, so I'm curious to see what this computer gets versus, like, say, my actual system that I game on all the time. So let me go ahead and hop into a quick, I think I'll just do a scav run real quick, so we can just get an idea of what the FPS would be, and we'll see what it is. All right, guys, so we're quickly hopping into a quick factory raid real quick. So yeah, this is, you know, a smaller map, not as big, not as wide open as most of the maps on this game, but like, look at the FPS already. We're getting, and I just saw over 200. That's unreal. This game is not super optimized, and a lot of people struggle with the FPS in this game, but guys, this computer is absolutely just crushing it. I mean, obviously it would. And for that price right there, it's going to be $5,163 from these guys. Now, you may look at all the components here and think, yeah, that's about right. It's a freaking insane PC. But I do want to show you guys something. I priced this PC out on PC Part Picker right here. Let me go ahead and show you this tab. You guys are going to find this pretty funny. I got all the components, every single thing perfectly on there, everything they include, even just the fan packs and everything. And I got $4,277.70. So, yeah, that's a markup of, it's over $800. So guys, this is where it's going to come into play right here when I was talking about if a pre-built PC is worth it for you. If, you know, getting the warranty, if getting the peace of mind that it works right when you get it, you don't have to mess with building anything, you know, customer support all the time, you know, all the different things that, you know, the peace of mind things are like the less hassle things. If those are worth an extra $800 something for you, then, you know, it's definitely worth it for you. But for me personally, I look at that and I go, I mean, what are they charging that extra money for, other than, you know, they got to pay for their overhead of the parts because they have to get them too from a distributor. Then they have to pay their employees. The computer has to be built, so they got to pay somebody to do that. So I get it. It's a business. They got to make money. So I'm not faulting them for it because, you know, they're trying to make money. It's a business, like I said. But, you know, I'm just letting you guys know that if you did build it yourself, it's definitely a bit cheaper. But any system integrator like this, you're going to see the same exact thing. They're going to be more expensive simply because you're getting it ready to go and you're going to be able to play games right out of the box. So if that's worth it to you, then, you know, one of these pre-builts is probably worth it for you. Me personally, I love this build. There's nothing wrong with it except for really one thing, in my opinion, and it is just the secondary storage they decided to add. The 1 terabyte Samsung, great drive, unreal, super fast. Okay, I agree with that. They give you this 4 terabyte drive for extra storage. But let me show you why this is not a good idea for you guys, okay? So you got to watch out for stuff like this when you're buying a very high-end build, because a lot of system integrators do this, okay? They'll chuck this 4 terabyte drive and say, okay, you look at it and go, wow, it's a lot of space. You know, that's great. I can put all my games on that. But let me compare this to another drive. Let me just do a Western Digital Black right here. So with this compare feature also, you can actually look at the exact specs and everything, so that's kind of cool they have that too. So what I was able to figure out about this drive is it's actually a 5400 RPM drive. So guys, for like mass storage of stuff that you're not gonna just be constantly using all the time, like maybe media that you're gonna use every once in a while, that's fine. But guys, if you're gonna be putting games on this, if you have a game like Skyrim or like GTA 5 or one of those gigantic open world games, this thing is going to take an eternity to load your game every single time. Everybody knows that you should be moving to SSDs and putting your games on it. Like guys, if you have Warzone, you're going to be sitting in the menu loading for so long because of this drive. So I did want to point that out. This is something that I wish they would not do, and I'm sure if you guys look in the configurator, you can just do it yourself and take it out, but please be aware of stuff like this. This does happen, so I just wanted to point that out to you guys.
Okay guys, so let's go ahead and wrap this all up here and answer that question: are pre-built gaming PCs worth it? I have to say, after doing this whole experience for myself finally, that yes, they are worth it in some ways, and they do have a place in our, gaming PC master race space that we have here. And to totally, lay this all out for you guys, everything that I experienced with this PC was completely positive. There was not really anything that was super negative that would turn me off to buying a PC like this, other than the fact that, like I showed you guys, it cost you quite a bit more money. And now, I did tell you guys already, you get all that other stuff, for your own peace of mind with this kind of PC, and that's why you have to pay more, and it's because, somebody else builds it, somebody does all the cable management for you, they make it all look very, very nice, they set up all the RGB software for you. A lot of headaches that some people don't want to deal with, who just want to basically buy a PC, put it in their house, plug it in, turn it on, and play games, okay? So if you're one of those people, absolutely one of these pre-builts is for you. And I wouldn't fault you at all for grabbing one of these, because I had an awesome experience, and honestly, I want to get back there and play more games on this PC, because whew, the hardware that we are running in this PC, as you saw by the numbers back there, oh my gosh, have not gamed on a PC this powerful in a very, very long time. So I got to get back there and have some more fun on it. So let's go ahead and conclude this video. And guys, if you enjoyed it, you had some fun going along on this little journey with me, go ahead and like the video. And of course, leave me a comment down below, of course, for the YouTube algorithm. But also, let me know if you guys would consider buying one of these pre-builts, or if you guys are more like me and you'd rather build your own PC and part it out yourself. Let me know. I'd really be curious, because that's what we do on my channel here. So other than that, you guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please, it would mean a lot to me. Hit that subscribe button. Get to this channel, come on back for another video. I'd really appreciate seeing you guys here. But until the next one, I'll catch you guys later. Have an awesome day.